The years 1945 to 1955 were an interesting time for Britain. Beginning with the aftermath of the Second World War, its scars ran deep, affecting some stronger than others. On Sodor, as we had lost several friends to that terrible conflict, a number of replacements had to be called in. This was swiftly followed by an abrupt change in our management, leading to a short-lived power struggle that was decisively ended by the surprise revelation of a new controller. However, Sir Topham's return to the island was not entirely his doing, as hostile forces effectively ousted him as director of the railway board. Nonetheless, he took his new appointment all in stride and set about reforming Sodor, going so far as to reshuffle us engines to make operations more efficient. During this same time, we got to experience the growing fame of Wilbert Awdry's series of children's books, whose effects were both good and bad. Somewhat like the choice made by a certain shunter. Two implacable sets of rivals were also able to make amends, causing a great amount of relief for all concerned. The nationalization of the railways also took effect. While I'm pleased to say the transition on Sodor was very smooth, the same can't be said for the mainland. Another story from my past will also reveal the rather unenlightened attitude I once had for industrial engines, and the humbling experience that changed my perception. A greater analysis of the essential services that support Britain's railways is also in order, one in which I will answer a long-standing question about Mickey and I. Unfortunately, this will be followed up by a rather unpleasant story concerning an historic trial in which one of us would stand accused of war crimes. An extension of a long-abandoned part of the line would also bring several new faces to Sodor, but also one that left several of us in shock. This extension, however, had unpleasant consequences for the Mid-Sodor Railway, one that did have a silver lining. The winter following this event would see a heavy fog fall over the island, one that brought with it curious forces. This was but a taste of the adventures you'll hear about in the coming months, and trust me when I say there is so much more detail. My name is Edward, and these are the Stories of Sodor.